Hello, my name is Turgay Özcan. I am a solution engineer for IBM automation software and specifically responsible for ALM products, application lifecycle management. And I will demonstrate you today a capability of spare parts which you are choosing as a technician during your work execution within TRIRIGA, or in the future it calls Maximo Real Estate for Facilities MREF. For this, we are going on our TRIRIGA environment and we will just enter the system with one of our technicians, which has been working. We are just logging in the environment with our credentials. And after that, what we will see is we have several, let's say, items here on our landing page. This is the standard Perceptive app where we have in the background all the tickets which are assigned to that person. We can see which tasks are already completed, which are still in draft mode, and which are unassigned, or we can assign it to us, and which are of them really completely closed. That we have also a history about our own tasks. We can also initiate immediately out of this form again tasks which we are let's say doing here, that we identify, for example, an additional task, that we can create one. The other one is that we can create also service requests, and we can see what else are located in which area. And depends on, let's say, the view. We have here all our tickets, and again, dependent on the let's say size, or let's say the device which we are taking, so the whole screen are fitting to the right let's say part of it. So which means if we have a smartphone like this, so it's just simulating now an iPhone 14, so which gives us let's say a different view on it. And if we jump over to a, let's say, a larger device, something like a tablet, like an iPad Pro, then you will see, let's say, these forms. So just that you have seen it also once, that the Perceptive app which we have here is fitting to the right let's say spaces on it. So what this technician can do now with the first landing page. So what we can do is we can also search directly our tickets by the task ID, if we know them. We can also search by assets or by location by scanning also the QR code. So it means if we are in front of an, for example, a building, or better in front of a space, a room, then we can just read out the barcode scanner, and then it will give us all the tickets which are assigned to this specific room where we have the tickets on it. The same for assets. If we are in front of an asset, so we can also search just for the asset, and we see which ticket is really assigned to this specific asset. Or, how I was just explaining, directly to tasks. Every ticket has the same structure. So we have the priorities, which you see here, the name, the ticket ID, the location, the status of the ticket, and what are the planned dates which are let's say already there. And then we can just filter out all of these let's say information. So we can sort by all these different information however we want, so that we are let's say free also to do this type of selections as well. So if we are just selecting one of our tickets, so which is for example this one, you will see here all the, let's say, needed information in this one sheet for the technician, because the technician has also the offline capability, which means if you have no internet connection, you can still work with the environment. And then afterwards, if you are accessing the internet connection, then it will publish your results directly over. So what we have here, for example, so we have again the ID of the ticket, the subject, the priority, which we can also change, by the way. Then we have the location information and the classification, so that's the facility and the mechanic one. And we have also the information about the type, which is a preventive one, not a corrective. So it means something which was planned in that case. We have also the planned start and end date, and what we can do as well is we can enhance this view with the time locks. So we can add several time locks. So we can do a timer which will start the time, so start and then end. And what we can do as well, we can adapt manually, let's say different type of categories. So we can enhance these lists as well. So which we are seeing then on top. So for example, for travel, if we say it takes 2 hours, then we can just enter these information as well manually in. And if we have, for example, behind this person been working, which we have here, also a rate card, then we will see all the results as well within that. We will also see the location where we have that problem, let's say raised, which is then in the let's say Watson Center. We have also the information about the asset, and if we are going within the asset, we will see also some major information about the let's say about the asset. And if we have, for example, pictures or standard manuals, so we can see them also here as, let's say, document attachments, which we can directly let's say out of here. And within the floor plan, we are seeing the air handling unit where it's stored, so which is then, let's say, part of this let's say area here. Apart from that, we have also, for example, the possibility to bring our standard procedures in it. So which means, for example, contractual laws or maybe governance laws, which are, let's say, a mandatory thing for this type of maintenance. If we are doing this type of thing, then you have here your checklist, which you can enable and disable. And you can also bring them all as required. Otherwise, you can never close this ticket. In this case, nothing is really, let's say, mandatory. So it means you can just flag them on and off. And we have also the option and to see about the information about the reading, something like how much electricity is on the clock, etc. So that you have the metering as well herein. And then you will just publish it over to the ticket which you are just working on. What we have as well is a list of material which we are using for this specific, let's say, maintenance activity. So you can enhance here the material list. So for example, you have used some fixing materials or maybe some glue or something like that, or you have used just a multimeter diametricity. So you can bring all these type of material here in, and you have then also the number of quantity, and this is then also part of your whole, let's call it, billable line items, which you have then here in the whole overview. Apart from that, so this is something which is a nice feature. So you have the possibility also to use spare parts, which are, let's say, belonging to your asset which you are just maintaining here. So you can, if you are, for example, in the stock, then you can just scan the material out here with the barcode scanner. Or the other part is you can also add them manually in, which means you have here a full list of all the equipments which are assignable to these assets. And then you can just select them, and you will see here also the quantity which are there. You see the location where it's, let's say, placed. And apart from that, you will just add it then to the whole um, ticket which you have there, and you will see immediately what are still the left remaining ones. You have also the prices here, and that's what you have then in the whole ticket. On top, you will see also who else is assigned to this ticket. So it's just you, Ben working, and also, for example, a different person, so that you both know so who is, let's say, on this ticket primarily put in. And you can enhance always every information with a comment on photos and also in written in text, that you can close the tickets. And if you just press the, let's say, button complete, then this ticket will be closed. Or what you can also do is, for example, if a part is not there, so then you can also say hold for parts, that you are just stopping, for example, um, the information of counting. So then in the background on the inventory part, this item will be just let's say ordered, and then if it's there, then we will just place it here, and then we have everything what it is, and then we can complete it afterwards. Or we can also hold for other requester that we have these type of things. So in a nutshell, that's for all these type of tickets which you see here. that's the exact point where you have the possibility to see what you can synchronize, let's say directly with an offline form. Also, if you are later on within the internet connection, in my case, it's just disabled from the system. But normally, if you have a standard browser with an HTTPS connection, then it's absolutely the case that you are, let's say, having this offline functionality as well. Thank you very much for your listening. And if you have any question, just reach out to me. Thank you very much. My name is Turgay.